Hello, Libra. This is your reading for the week of March 9th, or whenever you hear it and it resonates, and it will not be for every Libra. So the first thing that I see as I'm working with your cards is I'm seeing you, actually before I pulled the cards, I was getting this image of you blowing bubbles, the way a kid would, with those little plastic wands in a container of dish soap, and you swirl it around and then you blow it and these beautiful bubbles go out. And what Spirit is showing me is you looking at the bubbles and you going, oh, look at that pink, look at that purple, look at that shiny opalescent rainbow color, and pop, look, I can pop it. And there's that quality of delight in the simple things. And that is what you are really being asked to do, Libra, is to really notice the areas in your life where you are not choosing to be looking for the good, where you are not choosing to be looking for the positive. Now, the interesting thing, what they're saying to me is this. Part of the reason that you do that is because you are so concerned about getting everything right that you're focusing on what could go wrong in order to make sure it doesn't happen. Sometimes what that does is it robs you of being able to enjoy the moment when things are together. When the party's together, the gathering is together, whatever it is, there's sometimes so much stress for you about getting it right that you can't connect to that feeling. Now, the other thing, Libra, is, as an air sign, we know that you can spend a lot of time in your head thinking, and that can disconnect you from being able to feel in your body. In fact, it's something often that Libras will say is that they're not sure how to feel, or they feel as though they're unable to feel. And that is not the case, Libra. If any of you are feeling that, please know it's not the case. It's simply a state of your nervous system. And once your nervous system starts being calmer and more balanced, not just calmer, but more balanced, you're going to be able to feel more. That's going to be a natural result of that. But what Spirit is saying is, it's also up to you to decide. You've got the discipline card. And this particular discipline card, because it comes up in a couple of different ways, but in this particular card, it's saying discipline can be something you do to take things out of your life that are not serving you, but discipline can also be making a choice to regulate a behavior that's become unhelpful or to add one that is helpful. In this case, it's going to be about you focusing on glass half full. And the way that you can do that is, okay, they're taking me back to, but how do I feel? Okay. Part of the ways that you allow yourself, or you can get yourself into a state of being able to feel, number one is if it's not too traumatic for you to be in your body. Because sometimes it is too frightening for people to be in their body because there's so much unknown emotion and so much anxiety in it that the idea of going into it and allowing all the feeling to come up can feel like too much. Often it isn't. Sometimes it is, but you're the only one who's going to know that for sure. If you are able to take deep breaths. Hello, Lulu. If you are able, this is the second video she's decided she would like to be in. Move over, Bubba. If you can, sit for a moment and take a few deep breaths and allow it to expand your rib cage. And if you can do that without going into any kind of panic, then that's probably something that you could consider investigating as a way to start being able to feel. The more you are in your body, the more you're able to feel. The senses, the physical senses, are ruled by earth. And this is one of the things that we really, let's say water and earth, but we really want you to be able to get into those elements, the more stable elements, the more flowing elements, as a way for you to be able to feel more. Now, one of the things that can help soften the nervous system and open your body in a way where, open your energy field in a way where you can start being able to have more sensation and feel more of a sense of emotion within your body, as opposed to think an emotion in your head, is the energy of gratitude, right? Gratitude is this wonderful thank you. Like, just look at the position of that. Thank you. There's no yearning, there's no grasping, you're just completely open. And when you find yourself in a situation where you'd like to be feeling more or you'd like to be feeling better, stop for a moment and notice what you can be grateful for in that moment. It may not be what you want it to be, but there's always something going on. Even if it's not the best party in the world, there's always something going on that you can enjoy. When you choose to focus on the things that you enjoy, your ability to feel enjoyment expands. And the more you focus on the things that you like, the more you're going to see that. Now, or more, not necessarily that specific thing, but things that you do like. Now, the other thing that's coming in here for you, Libra, is this. Sometimes you have a lot of rules away about how things should be. You have an idea in your head about what is going to make it right, happy, making, positive, safe, fun, whatever it is. You have got ideas in your head about what that is. What Spirit is saying is sometimes that's the very thing that prevents you from being able to just be present in a situation and appreciate what is there, as opposed to going to the glass half empty side. Okay? So please look at this and go, okay, we know that for Libra is one of the signs where you like to have some kind of containment. Gemini, not always. They like to be, often. Libras, you like to have some sense of structure and containment. And I think that's because you do have so much energy moving out there, and because you do have such a tendency to be in your mind a lot, that the idea of containment, structure, gives you some sense of security. At the same time, you have a wanderlust. Very often you've got a wanderlust and you would just love to take off and travel and see things. So for you, it might always be a balance. But what they're saying is this. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm being reminded of something that dropped in earlier, and it was in relation to the gratitude and the feeling card. And this goes back to something I've spoken about before, and that is Rick Hansen talking about 6 minutes a day of choosing to spend, not 6 minutes a day, 6 times a day, spending 12 seconds each time. Just allowing yourself to feel good about something and to embody the feeling of it as much as you can. So it might be the taste of your coffee. Can you really just allow yourself to get into the moment of appreciating the taste of that coffee? Can you take a moment to just feel how soft that fur is and look at the timing of that? Feel how soft that fur is. Oh my goodness. And just really let yourself enjoy the sensation of that softness. And again, it doesn't have to be big and huge. Just let yourself kind of move into this gradually. The main thing is, Libra, you are the ones who are going to have to decide. Are you going to choose to allow yourself the enjoyment? Because that scene, that beautiful scene at the beginning that Spirit was showing me of you with those bubbles, it's like you were finally a kid and finally able to set something inside of you free that said, you know what? I'm allowed to play. I'm allowed to have fun. I don't have to worry all the time. So this is what Spirit is giving you as a way to help you move more towards that. Okay? Libra, you have got some wonderful ideas, and you've got some real appreciation for beauty, and you have real appreciation for the ability to create a cohesive experience for people. And that is lovely. Now, all that Spirit wants you to do is to be able to get into a place of trusting yourself more in that, relaxing into it so that you can enjoy it too, so that these things don't become lessons in anxiety for you. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that, Libra. I hope this is helpful. Take good care.